Quote Retreat by Sandor. One quote, one reflection, one thought that could bring a moment of light and energy to your day. Join me as we take a look at today's quote. The quote is by James A Baldwin, born 1924, died 1987. It reads, "I've always believed that you can think positive just as well as you can think negative." Let's take a moment together to explore the messages within this quote. You know what's fascinating about human psychology? We often think negative thoughts are somehow more natural or easier, but James Baldwin challenged that entire notion with a simple yet profound idea.
That's such an interesting perspective to explore, especially considering Baldwin's quote about having equal capacity for positive and negative thinking. How did someone facing such adversity come to this powerful realization?
Well, looking at his life in Harlem during the 1920s and 30s, he had every reason to fall into negative thinking patterns. Yet he discovered writing as this incredible outlet that helped him see beyond immediate circumstances. You know what's remarkable? He started writing seriously when he was just a teenager.
The way he used literature as both a mirror and a window is fascinating, reflecting harsh realities while simultaneously showing possibilities for change.
Exactly. And what's powerful about his approach is that he wasn't suggesting we ignore problems or practice blind optimism. Instead, he was making this profound observation about our fundamental capacity to choose our thinking patterns.
And that choice became even more evident during his time in France, right? Living in Saint-Paul-de-Vence gave him this unique perspective on American social structures.
Oh, that's exactly right. His experience as an expatriate writer showed him how different societies handled similar challenges. You know what's interesting? While in France, he wrote some of his most impactful works, including The Fire Next Time, which perfectly demonstrates this balance between acknowledging problems and maintaining hope.
Well, that speaks to the universal nature of his message, doesn't it? Whether in America or France, he maintained this belief in our ability to choose positive thinking.
And here's what's particularly striking. Throughout his career, from the 1940s all the way to his death in 1987, he consistently demonstrated this philosophy in his writing about incredibly challenging topics: racism, sexuality, religion, identity. He never shied away from difficult subjects.
The way he balanced critique with possibility set him apart from other writers of his time. Like, he wasn't just pointing out what was wrong. He was actively engaging with how things could be different.
You know what makes this even more relevant today? In our current climate of social media and instant reactions, his message about choosing our thinking patterns feels more important than ever. It's like he was ahead of his time in understanding the connection between individual mindset and social change.
That's such a crucial point about the modern application of his philosophy. How do you think his approach might apply to current social justice movements?
Well, I think Baldwin would argue that effective activism requires both clear-eyed recognition of problems and the ability to envision positive change. It's not enough to just identify what's wrong. You need to maintain the capacity to imagine and work towards something better.
The way he combined intellectual analysis with emotional depth demonstrates how this dual thinking can work in practice.
Right? And you know what's fascinating? His early experiences as a preacher's son in Harlem likely influenced this approach. He understood the power of both critique and inspiration, using that combination throughout his literary career to create meaningful change.
So it's really about maintaining this delicate balance between acknowledging reality while not letting it limit our vision for the future.
That's it exactly. And what makes his message so timeless is that it applies equally to personal challenges and broader social issues. He's essentially saying that our capacity for positive thinking is just as natural, just as accessible as negative thinking. We just have to make the conscious choice to embrace it.
Well, looking at the lasting impact of his work, it's clear that this philosophy served both him and his readers well.
And that's the key takeaway from Baldwin's perspective. This idea that positive thinking isn't some special skill that only certain people possess. It's a fundamental human capacity that we all share, regardless of our circumstances. The challenge is remembering we have this choice and exercising it consciously.
That brings it full circle to why his message continues to resonate today, doesn't it? It's both personally empowering and socially transformative.
Looking toward the future, I think Baldwin's message becomes even more crucial. In a world that often seems dominated by negative narratives, his reminder about our capacity to choose positive thinking isn't just comforting. It's revolutionary. It's about recognizing our power to shape not just our mindset, but the larger conversation about what's possible in society. With that, we conclude this exciting episode. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd appreciate a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Your support truly helps this channel grow. See you again tomorrow. Yours, Sandor.